think just time spent together. You know, the expectation early was they should have had it then, but that's just not how it works. So just the time spent, the practices, the learning of each other, just that chemistry it's huge. It makes all the difference in the world.
Chloe.
Yeah, you talked a lot last year about closing out games and how you haven't been able to do that last year. What did it feel like to kind of be tied at 71 with 4 minutes left and then get that win?
Yeah, I think that just goes to the experience piece as well. You know, like just having those moments last year where we couldn't finish it, couldn't get it done. We found a way to learn from those moments. And I think, you know, that's just part of our growth. And so really proud of our team in the fourth quarter. They made some adjustments in the fourth. It really paid off for us.
What does a game like this say about, you know, Caitlin's ability to impact the game, even when the shots maybe aren't falling, you know, from the three-point line the way they did today?
Yeah, I mean, she's going to impact the game if she makes, you know, 5 shots, 10 shots. It doesn't matter. I mean, she's going to do what she needs to do. She's going to find her teammates when they're open. What she does is she draws so much attention, regardless if she's making shots. She's drawing that attention, which is able to free up a lot of, you know, of our other players.
Go on Zoom. George and Blake.
George Boy from the Just Say Boy Sports Podcast. Coach, the team right now is 4-1 in its last 5 games against playoff teams. Very impressive. Given the start of the season, what does that say about the group right now?
Growth. Just growth. I mean, I can't speak on it enough for these guys to finally get, you know, to have the time together. I mean, you can't just show up and be on the same page. And so that's kind of what I think we're seeing right now with how we're playing. And then also defensively, you know, that's an area that we've, you know, really struggled at, and we've just found ways to keep working on it. We just, you know, found a way. It's just been talked about more and more, the pride on the defensive end, and we just keep growing in that area as well.
Blake.
Hey, Coach. This is Blake Berdauer from Blake's Take and WNBA Swish. In the fourth quarter, they scored 28 points as a team. Y'all didn't play obviously that great in the first 3 quarters. What sense of relief did y'all have in the fourth quarter compared to the first 3 quarters?
Yeah, I think it was getting stops. I think we were able to get more stops and get out and run in transition. I'm not sure how many points we finished with in transition. That's a huge stat for us, but I feel like we were able to get stops and run. I feel like our ATOs, I think we were able to finish some ATOs late in the game that were really important, and we hit our free throws.
Myron, can you go ahead?
A lot of people are talking about Caitlin and her adjustment at this level, but obviously Aaliyah's had to adjust with new faces, new players around her. How impressed have you been by what she's been able to do, especially the recent surge she's made?
Yeah, Leah Boston is a special person and a special player, and you know she struggled early, kind of lost her confidence, but was able to get that back, and she's so impactful on the offensive end and the defensive end. You know, with the scorers and shooters that we have out there, she's able to, you know, she sets really good screens and she makes really great reads off those screens to make those second cuts. But she's just doing a great job. She's also growing. You know, I mean, we started the season playing the best post players in the league. And I thought that had probably a little bit to do with it, but now, you know, she's got her confidence. You know, we have some rhythm now. She knows where Caitlin's looking on certain passes, and that's just that timing chemistry.
Chloe.
Yeah, it just seemed like a very pro-Indiana crowd today, even on the road. Just how does that affect you guys, if at all?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, to be on the road in Minnesota, that's just, you know, it's just a different feeling. I think we hit a bucket late, and I looked around because the crowd just went crazy, and that's just not, you're not used to that, you know, on the road. You know, a couple people just, Caitlin, second in all-time assists for a rookie today, got that. You know, she passed Sue. She's chasing Tisha Penichero, who was an incredible player, passer. Just kudos to her. Leah Boston, you know, 16 rebounds, career high for her. Just people stepping up, doing a great job.
Myron.
Cheryl's obviously the national team coach. What do you think Caitlin and Leah, you know, have to do in the years ahead to earn that opportunity to represent their country in future Olympics?
I think just keep doing what they're doing, just being prepared, being ready, and that's who they are. They're going to be ready when that opportunity comes around again.
Last one on Zoom, Rob.
Thank you. Coach, sorry, it's been a great turnaround since the summer months. So what do you feel like this team has done to turn around and be a few more wins away from tying last year's record and showing that y'all are not just fighting for a playoff position, but to also be higher up there to get a good matchup in the playoffs, if that's your vision?
Yeah, our vision is just to keep growing and keep getting better every day. Learn from wins, learn from losses. We're able to practice. We've been able to practice more, which that is huge for us. Been able just, that time, that chemistry. It makes such a difference. And that is, I can't say that enough.
I would say just our resiliency. Like, even when we get down and things don't go our way, like, we still find a way to win. And I think we've won every single game. We've held our opponents under 84, so 74 is really good for us. And especially in that fourth quarter, like, we just played really good defense. We were switching, we were communicating. But I think just obviously you can start to tell, like, we're just getting more comfortable overall playing with each other, our chemistry, we know where our teammates are going to be, and then also just setting our teammates up for success, like put them in positions that they can be successful in. I think we've done a better job of that.
So whoever wants to go, you're passing around your guys.
Kelsey,
Keep that door open.
Kelsey, you kind of caught fire in that fourth quarter, just in third quarter as well. Just what kind of went right for you in those two frames?
I just try, like I said, I try to stay in rhythm based on how our game is going and what we need as a group. Obviously, I want to stay aggressive, but I just try to, like I said, fill the gaps based on how these guys play and just kind of be utilized on our backside just in case they need me. And at that point, just find whatever play you can make.
Chloe.
Yeah, Aaliyah, you had a double-double by halftime, and I believe a new career high in rebounds. Just what was working for you on the boards?
I think I was just trying to make sure that I'm able to rebound the ball, be in the best position for my teammates. I think to start the game, they did a great job getting me post touches early on, and then outside of that, just making sure I rebound and finish my putbacks.
Going front row.
Aaliyah, is it too soon for you to assess how your progress as a pro now that you're into a season and a half of being a professional?
I feel like it might be, but I feel like I've also gotten better from my rookie season to now, just continue to be consistent, and I think that's the biggest thing that I need to be able to do for my teammates.
Myron.
Caitlin, you passed Sue Bird second on time now, assist by a rookie in the season.
Thank you.
And you do it in Minneapolis, where you obviously have a lot of fine memories here. Well, what does that mean to you, and does that add any sort of sentimental value to do that in this building?
Not really. Probably something I won't remember. I don't know. It's cool. Yep. You are so funny, girl.
Going far side.
Yeah, just playing in Minnesota. Obviously, you're going to come back here against them again, and you said the 9-1 we talked about before the game. But I think it's now 9-0 in terms of your time in college and in like the Big Ten tournaments in Minneapolis. Just what's got you right about this city?
Well, the fans are awesome, man. I mean, how many Fever fans were here? It seemed like a lot of Fever fans. Don't you think? There are a lot of Fever fans here.
There were a lot of Fever fans.
Yeah, there were a lot of Fever fans. They were cheering, going crazy. A lot of people that probably supported when I was here playing with Iowa, but I don't know. It's a great venue. Target Center's awesome. I mean, I remember like when I was here in college, like the people were lined up like overnight to try to get in the door, and like they just love women's basketball. The city supports women's basketball. Obviously, the history here and what the Lynx have been able to do. But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe there's a little magic in here. Who knows? Just knock on wood, because we do come back.
Aaliyah, obviously, Caitlin has talked about your support for her and everything that she's experienced. For you, what has been your advice as she's dealt with sort of this big spotlight, and this entire team obviously has dealt with that spotlight?
Yeah, I feel like I've told her just like continue to be her. Like, don't put any more pressure on herself, because obviously like there's a lot of outside noise about what they think from her, but just continue to be her. I think she does a great job. Just helping us on this team, putting us in great positions night in, night out, and then off the court too. I just feel like we've just continued to build our relationship, and it's been great.
No, I don't think I was over eager. I think I'm just going to take shots that I think are good shots. The coaches have just encouraged me to be aggressive. I thought in the fourth quarter of our last game, I kind of relaxed a little bit, so just come out and stay aggressive. And honestly, if they probably went in, it'd probably be a different story. They probably would have asked me a different question. But I think as a shooter and somebody that needs to score and something that this team needs is like, I can't stop playing. Like, you got to just continue to play through it. And Christy diagrammed a great play to start the fourth quarter and got me a great clean look. And honestly, I think that was, the perfect start for us. We cut it to what was it at that point, enough 3 points, and came down, got a stop. So. No, I don't think I was overeager, and I think just continue to be aggressive, but also continue to set my teammates up. But at the same time, like, Minnesota's known as probably one of the better defensive teams in this league, maybe the best statistically. So, yeah, I think they play great defense too.
Go last one on Zoom, Blake, and then we'll finish in the room with Myron.
Hey, ladies, this is Blaze Bernard from Blaze State and WNBA Swish. What did you ladies think of the fourth quarter offensive execution compared to the first 3 quarters?
Kels.
I think for us, it was about figuring out what we need to adjust to. We knew, like, going into the game, planning the schemes that they were, they didn't have a big presence in the post, and so we knew we needed to get the ball inside, touch the paint, utilize our post, what they bring to the table, and I think down the stretch we kind of got back to that as well as play defense. So I think accumulation of knowing where we need to get the ball and then spreading out when 7 needed us, and then going down and play on the defensive end kind of just put us in position for the game.
Myron, let's finish up.
Obviously, Cheryl's the head coach of the national team. Caitlin and Lee, how much you thought about what it will take, to be able to represent your country one day on that stage in your careers?
Yeah, that's definitely a goal of mine. That's people dream of being an Olympian, and that's one of mine. I know Coach Reeves is the head coach, and so I mean, for me, it's just going to continue to work hard to do what I need to do to get on that team.
Yeah, same thing. Like, that's what you dream of as a young kid, like getting to represent your country. And obviously, I mean, ABA having experience of playing for the junior national teams, like how fun that is and how cool it is to wear USA across your chest. So it gives you something to work for, something to dream for. But also, I feel like I can continue to get a lot better, and that for me, like that's my main focus, and that's what excites me the most going forward.